So our today's topic is spaces and zones. For that, let's go to insert and then let's insert a Revit file. Okay, I've already have a Revit file on desktop. So let's link it. So here we have the Revit file. Now, first thing is that we'll create rooms in this Revit model. Okay, to create a room, first of all, we need to select this model, as you can see, and then need to go to edit type and then check room bounding feature. Okay, when we are checking the room bounding feature, it means we are bounding all the boundaries of this model and separating this model from the rest of the workspace. Okay, now our region is bounded. So now let's create rooms in this. To create rooms, we'll go to architecture, and in architecture we have room over here. Select room. Now you can place room with tags in all the rooms which is created in architecture, as you can see. Okay, then press escape. Now you can see we have created room 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now if I edit the name of this room, let it be kitchen. Okay, and click. So here we have the kitchen, and let this room will be storeroom. Now we have a storeroom, and next we have room 3. Let it be toilet, gents. Okay, next we have one more room. Let it be toilet for women, or ladies can write. So now you can see we have created 4 rooms and we have made the modification, and the modification about the tag also we have made. So now let's create a room schedule. See, basically schedule is a type of table similar to MS Excel where we can gather all the information regarding the project. So now we'll make a schedule for the rooms, and there will be available all the information regarding this room. Okay, so let's go and create a schedule. For that we go to view. In the view tab, here we have the schedules. Click here schedules. Okay, now select the room from the list because we want to make room schedules. So we have double click on the room schedule, and then let's select the parameters to make a room schedule. So I will add area, then volume can add, no, let's add name and then number. So let I place this number on the top. I will select the number, and from here I can place the number on the top, then name I can place on the top, and then the area, then click OK. So I have created the schedule, as you can see over here. So now come to phase. In the phasing, here you can select the phase 1. Okay, about phasing we will talk later on what is phasing. Okay, so now you can see we have created a schedule. The name and the number of the room is provided here, and the area. So we can see we have a kitchen at number 1, and the area is specified over here. So in such a way we create rooms, and also we create room schedules. Okay, now let's go back to architecture, and here we see room separator. Okay, before that let's create one more room over here. So we have created this room. Let's say this room is very big and I want to divide this room into 2 parts. For that I will use room separator. With the help of room separator, I can separate this room into 2 parts just by making a line, as you can see. So now you can see the room has been divided into 2 parts. Now you can create one more room here. So we have now room 5 and 6. Okay, now next we have the tag room. Now select tag room and place the tag where you want. As you can see here, the name of the room is office because in the architecture model this room was tagged as office before. Okay, Like next we'll go here, you will see it is automatically creating the tag men's toilet and then women's toilet. So it is automatic because in the architect model which we linked to this Revit, the rooms tag was already mentioned. Okay, now let's again go to room schedule here, and you will see we have added a toilet gents, toilet ladies, and 2 room more. Okay, so now next we have to create space. So now let's create space. So first of all, let's discuss what is the difference between creating a space and creating a room. See, we create rooms when we are working in the architecture system. We create spaces when we are working with the MEP system, because we create space to calculate the cooling and heating loads for the HVAC systems. Okay, now let's create some space. For that, I will go to analyze. In the analyze, I see here space. So let's click a space, and you can see now we don't have any space tags family loaded into this project. For that, click yes if you want to load one, and then here we have a space tag. Select it and then open. So now you can easily place the spaces. So you can see this kitchen one is also a space. So let's place a space over here, space 1, and now in the storeroom also it is a space. So we are placing space, and you can see in the center we have this corridor, big corridor. Here also we can place a space. So let's place it over here. So these green portions reflect the spaces we have created. Okay, then escape. Now we have created the space, as you can see. Next we have the space separator. Okay, so you can see this space 3, this is the corridor and it is very big. Let's create a separator to separate this place into 2 parts. We'll select space separator and let's create a wall here, a virtual wall. So now you can see this space is divided into 2 parts. Now we can create one more space, as you can see here. So we have created one more space. So this is how space separator works. Next is the space tag. Take it and tag the places where you want. Here, space 4. So it is taking the tags from the architect model. Okay, this is how you create space tag. Next we have the space naming. So let's select, and now with the help of this command you can name all the spaces from the architect model. So here it is asking if you want to take the names and the numbers from the architecture model, or the names only or the numbers only. So let's select names and numbers and then OK. So you can see all the names of the spaces have been changed to their initial name as was provided in the architect model. Okay, so this is how we create spaces. Now let's create the area and the volume from this created spaces. So we'll go into spaces and zones. Here we have area and volume computations. Click over it, and to calculate area and volume, select area and volumes. Okay, and by default select at wall finish. Okay, so now we have created area and volumes. Now let's create a space schedule. For that, here we have in the reports and schedule, here we can create a schedule. Click over it, and here we have a schedule. Now select rooms. Now we can select rooms. Here we have the rooms. Now let's make a space schedule. So let's delete this first room and change it to space schedule, and delete this too. Okay, now click OK, and let's add area into this schedule, then name, number, and then volume also we need, because we need to create volume also. Okay, now the schedule has been created, as you can see in this. Now let's change the face to be 1, and you can see Here we have area, name and number, but here we don't have the volume. So let's go to field edits and add the volume also. Volume and add it over here. Okay. Now let's raise the number to 1 and then name to second position. Okay, then click OK. Now you can see the volume also. So with the help of space schedule, you can see the area and the volume of the respective spaces created. Now let's remove them. If you want to see the schedules, you can go to project browser. Here we have the schedules and quantities. Here you can click the plus sign and you can see all the schedules which are created. So here we have the room schedule and the space schedule. Now let's see how to create zones in Revit. For that, let's go to zone and then add space to the zone. I will click on the spaces which we have created before. You have to select the space when you will see this cross and then finish editing zone. And if you will bring your mouse over the spaces, you will see a zone has been created. Now let's create some more zones. Again, I will select the spaces. And then finish editing zone. One more zone has been created. Now let's make one more final. So we have here space. So I've selected all the spaces and finish editing zone. So zones has been created. To view the zones, you have to go to View tab. In the View tab, you will see user interface, and then in the user interface, you will see system browser. Click on the system browser, and then here in place of system, select zones to see all the zones. So you can see we have created 1, 2, 3 zones. So let's open. And here we have all the spaces which we linked with the zones. Okay. So in such a way you can create the zones. After creating zones and spaces in a Revit model, you can create the HVAC schedule. For that, let's go to view and then schedule quantities, and then from the category you can select HVAC zones. So our name of the schedule will be HVAC zone schedule, and then click OK. Here in the level fields you have to select the required fields, let us say name, okay, parameter, and let's say gross area and gross volume. Then click OK and our schedule will be ready. So here we have the schedule. As you can see, for the 3 zones 1, 2 and 3, the respective parameter, gross area and the gross volume. Now we cannot see the gross volume. For that you have to go back to the analyze in the space and zones and to create area and volume computations. So you need to select area and volume and then OK. So I've selected area and volume computations, okay, and then after computations I can already see the volume of all the zones which we have created. Now let's close the schedule. If you want to open the schedule, you can go to project browser. Here we have the schedule. Open the schedule and here you can see the HVAC schedule. Click 2 times to open the schedule, as you can see. So now after creating the schedule, we need to create the color scheme for this particular floor plan. For that, go to spaces and zones. Here we have the color scheme. Now, need to select the category. I will select rooms and then names in the category. Here I will specify colors to all the rooms which we have given names to. Then apply. If you are satisfied with the default colors, then click on apply and create. So the scheme has been created. To see the scheme in the floor plan, go to the properties and in the color scheme click on none, and here categories, you have to select the rooms and click on name to specify colors to all the room names here, and then apply. Okay, you will see colors have been applied to all the room names which was specified in the color scheme. Now let's create a color legend. For that, again we'll go to Analyze tab. Here we have the color fill legend. Let's click over it and it will automatically generate a color legend, as you can see over here. So this is how we create zones, we create HVAC schedules and color schemes in Revit.